everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Alma, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my current face makeup routine. So I'm going to be showing you what products I used all over my face, not my brows and my eyes, because that is such a separate story. I'm going to be showing you guys the foundation I use, the setting powders I use, little tips, little tricks to get a flawless complexion, especially when you're going out at night. You want to be taking some pictures, you want to be looking cute. I'm going to show you the steps you need to take, girl. I do suggest watching this video first and then seeing how I do everything, then going down in the description down below, and then you're gonna see a list of all the products that I used in this video. And then when you're ready to try on this tutorial, you guys can definitely put all your stuff on the side right next to you and do it step by step. I did break it down. I'm gonna try not to edit it as much as possible so you guys can get down to every detail and, you know, just do it exactly as I did. But before getting into this video, make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Click that little notification bell down in the bottom below so you guys can get notified every single time I create a new video. And let's get to it. Alrighty, so I got my hair pulled back, I did my brows and my eyeshadow. All I gotta do now is my face. This morning I did do my skincare routine, so I don't need to really apply anything on my face before going in with the makeup. But I am gonna hydrate a little bit using the Pure Cosmetics Hydrating Mist, and I'm just gonna spray this all over my face and let it dry up. So before getting into the makeup stuff, I do want to explain to you guys my type of skin. And right now I have a combination of dry and oily skin, and it is because of the season. It's winter time. Usually that tends to happen with my skin. So I'm going to be mixing those types of products. I'm going to be using some dewy stuff and some matte stuff. The first makeup product that I'm going to be using is foundation, and I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating foundation, and this one is a very dewy foundation. It's also full coverage, and I'm gonna apply some on a brush first. So I'm gonna apply what I just pumped on the brush, and I'm gonna apply it on my skin all over my face just to see how much exact foundation I need. So if I need to build it up, I will just add a little bit more. Gonna add a little bit more so I can put it on my forehead. And I don't need to blend this in perfect because I am gonna go in with this beauty sponge after. So this is just for application. Once you have your foundation evenly spread with the brush, and you're gonna take your little beauty blender, whatever beauty sponge you want, and just tap it into your skin. So this is gonna better blend your foundation into your skin, so you don't have any brush lines everywhere. And I like this one. This one's from NYX Cosmetics. Like, I'm able to get in between my nose to all those like little lines that you have on your face. So if you want to have it evenly applied, like right here above your brow, you can use this like little straight edge right here. Just kind of line it up. And I'm also going to bring down the foundation to my neck because I don't want it to have like a straight line of foundation right here. I'm going to mix it in going down. The next step is to conceal. I'm going to be using this concealer from Makeup Revolution. I am in the shade C6, and it's just a little bit lighter than my skin. I'm only going to be applying this on some areas that I want coverage, like underneath my eyes. I kind of want to brighten that out, so I'm going to apply that there. I'm also going to apply some on the top of my forehead a little bit, and then a line going down my nose, and just a bit on my chin. I use this step also as like referred to as highlighting contouring, so I do like to do them separate. I'm going to conceal first, and then I will contour. Just blending it in with my little blender. Under your eyes is the main area that you want to apply the concealer because you want to make sure you get rid of those bags. And then I like to brighten up my under eye. Now I'm gonna contour. I don't actually use like contouring cream. I use a foundation stick, and the one that I use is from Maybelline. It's the Fit Me foundation stick, and I get it in the shade 355, which is coconut. The reason why I use foundation instead of contouring sticks is because it tends to blend better. Since I already have applied foundation on my skin, adding more foundation will blend all that in. Contouring sticks or creams tend to dry up a little more. And I'm just gonna apply this on the areas that I usually contour. Everybody's areas are different. You don't necessarily have to contour in these areas, but I feel like this is where I want to contour my face. You know, hiding that double chin down here, accentuating my cheekbones. If you guys want a highlight and contour video, getting detailed about it, let me know down in the comments, and I can see if I can get one out for you guys. I'm gonna also apply a little bit on my nose right here, just to kind of narrow it down. For the areas that I applied the darker foundation around my face, I'm gonna use a buffer brush, and this is gonna blend in the foundation that I have underneath and the foundation that I just applied for contouring. And I'm gonna go in circular motion, and this is what's gonna bring both foundations together. I'm sorry if you guys see my greñas because they get in everywhere. So I'm gonna just blend it in, and don't worry right now about your contour running low. We are gonna fix that. Just go all around your face, blending everything in together. Now for the contour that I applied on my nose, I'm going to use a little beauty sponge, and I'm just going to tap it into place because I don't want to spread it around. I want it to set in place. I'm sorry if I'm making this video a little bit boring. I feel like this is more of an instructional video. Since I take like my tutorial serious, I want to best explain my stuff and not make it a fun video. I want you guys to actually learn what I'm doing and take your time doing it and actually understand what these steps are for. Now to cut my contour, a lot of people use setting powder and a beauty blender and just slightly apply it down, which I also do that, but I love my contour to be super sharp and everything super blended so it don't look too dramatic in person. So what I cut my contour with is actually another concealer, and this one is from Naked from Urban Decay, and this one is about one shade lighter than my actual skin tone. So I like to make sure it's like I get a good swatch right there, like it's fully loaded. And I'm just gonna get the applicator and strike it down the bottom of my cheekbone like this. And I'm just gonna go back and forth, spread it all around to hit the bottom. You see how it's gonna just kind of take off all the contour and clean it all up. So the same thing that I'm gonna do to the other side, get some more concealer, do a line going down, and then zigzag motion, run it down to my chin. Now I'm not actually gonna apply it to my chin. Just where my chin starts, that's where I'm gonna cut it. And using my beauty blender, I'm just gonna tap everything into place, blending everything in. And to make sure everything looks good and there's not a harsh line, I'm gonna use the bottom of my sponge and just kind of tap over the line so your contour and your concealer can blend in. The next step is to apply my setting powder, aka Bake Your Face. And I'm going to be using the AirSpun setting powder, and this one's in Translucent Extra Coverage. Every time I use this powder, my face looks so flawless. It helps my makeup stay on longer, like all day. Like I don't have to retouch at all. It stays super dry. It doesn't oil up. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use the applicator that already comes with because it does come with one. I want to show it to you guys, but it has powder on it. And I don't want to get it everywhere. So as you guys can see the powder right here, I'm going to use the cap and just apply some on it. And the setting powder, I'm going to apply it to the places that I applied the concealer. So I'm gonna dip into it with the sponge, and usually on the hard edge area, that's where it's gonna be helpful so I can control it, where to apply it. So I'm gonna press on it like so, and a little bit on the other side as well, so I don't have to go back and forth grabbing some more. So on the larger side of the sponge, I'm gonna press that onto my under eye area right here, lightly tapping it on. And on the other side that's kind of edged out, I'm gonna get inside underneath my eye right here, so you won't be able to tell all those little bags that I got under there. Like if I have like 3 bags, but just one big bag, you know, sleep deprived. So same thing to the other side, apply the setting powder like this. Take the other side and just get right underneath where the eye bag area is. I'm gonna apply a little more on this corner edge side, and I'm gonna run it down my nose right outside where I applied my contouring. And this is just gonna emphasize the nose shape that you want to create. Since I do have a wider nose, I like to thin it out a bit. And this setting powder, that's what's gonna help it. See, this little corner edge is gonna help to get the setting powder right in between your nose and your cheeks. Okay, same thing to the other side. Now using the larger side again, I'm gonna run it down like I cut my contour earlier with the concealer, except I'm gonna do it with the setting powder. And I know a lot of people get nervous when using this setting powder because it does give a lot of flashback, but I'm gonna show you guys a trick on how to take away that flashback. If you don't know what flashback is, it's usually when your face looks extremely white when you use setting powder in a picture. So I'm gonna show you guys a trick how to get rid of that. And then with the smaller side, apply some on my forehead. And now figuring out how long to leave your setting powder on your face is actually a little tricky. I don't actually time it. I usually do something else. In the meanwhile, I let it sit on my face, and then after I'm done with that task, I then remove it or mix it in with something else like I'm gonna show you. But for now, I'm gonna let it bake, and I'm gonna do my under eyeshadow. And once I'm done with that, then I will remove the setting powder. Now this step is very important when doing my face routine. I don't like to let my face bake and then just grab a brush and brush it off. No, that is gonna make your face look very, very white. So you don't want that, especially in pictures. That is the flashback that I was referring to earlier. So what takes away this flashback is actually taking your powder, which I'm gonna be using the Alley Girl Pro Face. This one's a matte press powder, and I'm in the shade Nude Beige. And I'm gonna take a powdered brush, and I'm gonna apply some like so. And I'm gonna blend in my powder with the setting powder. So I'm gonna go in circular motion, blending everything in together. And this isn't only gonna go in the areas that I applied the translucent powder. This is gonna go all over my face. And for this area right here specifically, I like to take a smaller face brush, and I'm gonna tap it into the pressed powder and brush off the translucent powder right there. It just targets it specifically to make sure I get everything well blended. Now the next step is I'm going to be applying bronzer and blush to my face, and I like to use this 3-in-1 little trio palette from Gerard Cosmetics. It's called the Starlit Honeymoon palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here. This is a bronzer, and it's called Forever. And using a angled brush, just like this one, I'm going to tap into the shade Forever. I'm going to apply some on the areas that I contoured earlier with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I'm going to go back and forth. underneath my cheeks right here, the jawline. That's what you want to accentuate, your jawline. I feel like this step is very important, especially when you want to take pictures. This is what makes your contour stand out and blend in, so it's just not harsh everywhere. Now, using the same palette, I'm going to be grabbing the shade right in the middle. It's called First Class, and that's a blush. I'm going to take a blush brush, tap it a little bit into the color, tap off the excess because you don't want really rosy cheeks. This is just going to add a little bit of color, and you're going to apply that to the apple of your cheeks on both sides. And it's okay if you grab a little bit of color at a time. You rather build it up than tone it down. Now I'm gonna apply my lip liner and my lipstick. I do like to contour my lips as well so they can be very well shaped. If you guys want to see a video on this, please let me know down in the comments. It is an extra step, but it makes your lips look pretty good. So I will do that and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I'm back. I did my lips. I am gonna leave a list down below of all the products that I used on my lips. So now I'm gonna get into the next step. Before applying my highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. This one's in the scent Lavender. They smell amazing. And this step is very important because this is what's gonna make your makeup last all day. Not only that, it's gonna take away the powdery and cakiness look on your face. So apply that generously all over your face. Oh, I just love how that smells. So meanwhile that's wet, I'm gonna apply my highlighter, and I'm gonna be using this JCat Beauty You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter. Everyone knows I use it. I love this thing. It's so blinding. It's in the shade Twilight, and I'm gonna be using this Morphe, what is it, M510 brush. This is good for highlighting. If you guys have not tried this brush, I highly recommend it. It's not expensive. I think it was like $8. So I'm gonna tap into the highlighter, and I'm gonna apply it on my areas of the face that usually the light tends to hit. So I'm gonna apply it on the high points of my cheek, like right here. As you guys can see, it's already blinding, but of course I'm gonna make it extra blinding. This is the reason why you wanna apply it while your face is still wet. It's just gonna make everything blend in well. It's not gonna look powdery. And I'm just gonna apply it in circular motions. I'm gonna add some on the top of my brow. You don't have to necessarily do this, but this is where the light hits me. So I like to add a little bit of highlight right there. I'm gonna put some on my chin as well and on my nose. Now notice how I apply my highlight. I'm not gonna go in a horizontal motion. I'm gonna go vertical, and this is what's gonna make your nose look like a little button nose, because if you apply it this way, it's just gonna look whiter. So up and down, you're gonna get that perfect little spot right there, and you're gonna put that on the bridge of your nose as well. And now let me fix my hair so you guys can see what I be looking like, you know. Let me bring it all to the front. Hopefully it's not all like looking rough and shit, you know. Put my little cute little deers thing right there, and how I look. So this is the finished look, guys. This is my current face makeup routine. At the time I apply this every single time I'm gonna go out. I want to make sure my face is looking bomb. I do this routine. It is so flawless. Your skin looks so good. You're gonna get a lot of compliments. Trust me, girl, you're gonna want to do this. I hope you guys found this step like really easy. I try to break it down as much as I can so not only experienced MUAs but beginners can be able to do this. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.